I would like to start off with this first question. How do you define the word protest? I like words. Words are wonderful to me. And I think that a lot of times we self define words, and sometimes we might use words that we don't even know the real meaning to. We might use it out of context. We might use it just because somebody else uses it the same way, or just because somebody else uses it in like a very polarizing way, that might not necessarily mean that that's really the meaning of that word. And so I like to ask you, Oscar, let's just start off with like this one word so that we get this one word out the way. How do you define the word protest?
Yeah, like you, I also enjoy words, and I like knowing what they mean, especially if I'm going to be using them during a conversation, a discussion, whatever it might be. So I always little secret, I before I use a word that I either use frequently or don't use it, but I want to make sure I give the right communication. I always look up the definition just to be sure that I'm on par, that my idea of the word is still in line with its actual reality, right? So with protest, for me, it is doing something, whether it's talking, whether it's marching, whether it's going up to city council, having a discussion with them. There are many forms of protest, but essentially it is doing something because whatever is going on, it doesn't sit well with you. Whatever is going on, it could be right now. It's the current Black Lives Matters movement, right? Protesting against many things. At the core of it, it's racism and an unjust system to a variety of people, especially of the Black community, right? So what we've been doing, right, is protesting. You're marching, you are talking. I'm posting a lot on my social media. I'm having conversations, difficult conversations with friends and family, because what's going on right now in this country and around the world doesn't sit well with me. I want people to know that it doesn't sit well with me, and I want to change this because without a voice, excuse me, and without acting, things won't get done. You stay complicit and you stay complacent. The system, the act, whatever the problem is with whatever you're protesting, will stay the same. And if you want to change it, you will do something about it. And again, it's through different means. So I could be outside of my house in my front yard, just sitting down, ready for a conversation with somebody, or I could be joining a protest that'll be happening in a couple of days. Regardless, I am doing something to spark change. And although I could maybe do it on my own, and I obviously can't, right? But in an ideal world, if somebody could do it by themselves, great. It could be one person, it could be 10,000 people marching together, talking, posting on social media, signing petitions. Those are all forms of protest because right now the current state of what's going on doesn't sit well with many people. And it won't change unless people have that drive and that emotion to be like, this is wrong. Let's do something about it. And it all starts with just having that idea like, I don't feel good with what's going on. What can I do? There are many outlets. And I think finding the right one for you is important because any protest, it could be one person, like I mentioned, just having a conversation. It could be 10,000 people marching the streets. It could be a handful of people talking to the police department, to city council, to any form of government, right? To voice what is going on. So that's how I define protest. It's you don't feel right about something, so you want to do something about it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Um, and I don't think that that's too far off from the definition that's in the Oxford or in the Merriam-Webster. um, so why did you decide to protest?
So I remember it's crazy how it's been a week, but it feels like a month. Last week, with the unfortunate and horrible murder of George Floyd, rest in power, um, things sparked instantly in Minneapolis. And what's interesting is I remember Ferguson. I remember seeing the same images just in a different city, for the same exact cause, right? And I'm done with school, right? And I am also at a place in my own personal life where I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more motivated. I'm feeling more focused, and I'm feeling more of myself. Because the past 2 months have been really difficult. Completely off topic, but I felt I seen those videos, and then I saw that Las Vegas was having a protest on the strip, and I was like, I should be there, and I should. I didn't have a second thought. I was like, I need to be there, and I did. You know, I went the following day. So it's not, it's simple, yet it's not, right? I just felt the strong emotion because I was having this conversation with somebody the other day. I've seen so many of the same things happen over the course of my, teenage years into my adulthood now. And the fact that I've seen, and I'm sort of, as unfortunate as to say, desensitized to all the violence that's going on. It's like, wow, this is not good for anybody. You know, we're all going through a form of trauma right now. And my way of dealing with it is by doing something, because now I have the voice, now I have the capability. And, you know, that's it. Like I just knew I had to be there. And that's as best I can explain it. It was one of the quickest things and most decisive moments of my life, was like, I need to be a part of this right now. And it just felt right. I mean, at any point in time it feels right, but for me it was watching what was going on in the news and seeing on Twitter, and just everything was like, I need to be there.